Thank you.
Nice 4-game win streak. This one was easy, though. I mean, they're so long. They were like it caused you guys problems.
Yep, it does every time we play them. And anybody that wants to listen to me, which I'm not sure how many people do, I told them before the game that's exactly how it's going to come down. It's going to come down to the last play. It's going to be a tough, grind it out. That's how they play. Unfortunately, the tempo was in their favor tonight. But I think at this point in the season, teams have game plans. We had ours, they had theirs. Both were effective, and it just came down to the last play. And we've had way too many games against them that have been exactly like that, so I expected nothing less.
I mean, you have to learn how to win different types of games, different styles, right?
Yep.
That's the key, right?
It is.
Adapt and learn.
It is. And tonight, though, I thought, they threatened and they threatened and they threatened, but we never let them have the lead. And I think our kids came out of the gates ready to go tonight. I thought we played with a high level of energy, especially in the first quarter, and we really did a nice job. And then it just kind of became one of those possession-by-possession games down the stretch, and big plays made by both teams. And I thought Lindsay did a great job getting to the rim a couple times. I thought Karli, offensive rebound at the end was huge, and the putback, getting to the foul line. I was more proud of her for missing the first two and then having the poise to step up and make the next two. And we have that confidence in her as well. So big free throws by a senior, and that's what you like to see.
Yeah, you're right. So I think they led 2-0, and that was the last time they led any game in total, withstanding all the charges because they never did catch all the way back.
No, and it's, again, I mean, that second half was about as close as it's going to be. It was, I think, had a 6, maybe a 7-point lead, and then they whittle it right back down to 1. And both teams were just kind of exchanging body blows, and it was a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Lindsay was 6 for 6 from the line every time they got within one. She hit.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
Yep.
And Karli had the stretch where I think she had like 10 of your 12 points late in the third till midway to the fourth.
Mhm.
That came up big.
Yeah.
That was good to see.
It is, and Karli's so capable, and I think she's having an awesome second half of a senior season. I think at this point she knows her role and what we expect from her, and is stepping up to the challenge every single day and doing it in practice and doing it in the games as well. And she's somebody that we can really count on, and it's great to have that scoring mentality coming off the bench. And then the defense tonight, as good as she was offensively, I think her defense was outstanding.
Karli, it's been kind of an interesting route to get to where you're at now. Coming over here, you had a little bit of slow start, but I feel like you're really in a good rhythm. Like the coach said, the second half of the season playing really well. Where do you think your game is at, and why do you think you've done so well lately?
I think just mental talk to myself, like know that I'm capable of doing the things that I am doing, having more confidence. We play a lot of tough teams, and they have a lot of tough post players. So in practice, we've really been working on our post defense and our post moves, and I think we've done a good job improving in that. It showed today. They were a tough team. They're a lot bigger than we were. I think we did well.
And when you're in high school, you tower over everybody, but they have
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 girls as big as you are.
Yeah.
So is that a lot of it is just learning how to be more physical? And
Yeah, I mean,
adjusting. It's just a different game at this level.
yeah, it's definitely a lot different. At high school, obviously, I was the biggest person, so having to go against big people every single game, it's definitely something to get used to. But
What about that rebound tonight, the defensive rebound at the end? I mean, that was a crowd. People are clawing and grabbing. You pulled it out of there. Talk about that for a minute. That showed guts like that.
just literally, it was like, go for it. We have to get this. We have to get that stop. They were big inside, and they were all crashing. So if we get that missed shot, that stop, we need to come up with that ball and just going after it. It was bobbling, and I was like attack mode. Got to go for it, and came up with it.
And you fouled again. You just missed the two, but you don't miss many.
No.
Another chance. What was that like? Another chance.
Well, missing the first two, I was pretty frustrated. It's like, we need these, and then you have a choice to crumble, so or you're like, I'm making these two, making sure we're winning this game, and that was kind of how I was. I'm like, I'm making these no matter what for our team. So.
You and Grace together really done a good job. It's a good combo, I think. Almost like a double-double every night.
Mhm.
How has that been playing off each other and then just each doing your own role?
I think we've been doing a good job battling each other in practice, and you practice or you play how you practice, and I think we're just building off each other, seeing what she's doing. Even on the bench, I can see what's working for her, and then I go in and do the same thing. I think we're both doing a good job contributing. And
I'm sorry, go
was
ahead.
that?
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, are you feeling more comfortable, more confident right now than you ever have in your college career?
Yeah, I think as the games go on, yeah, the confidence is getting a lot better, and we're getting it from our teammates. They're confident in us, so having both of that, like, it's good to see.
Jeff, you had a little bump in the road, a little bad stretch. You got 4 in a row now. I think you're defending better.
Yes.
And better.
Yep.
And finding ways to win. This is a tougher team, I think. Don't you think mentally?
I do.
Maybe 4 weeks ago?
Yes, absolutely. And even from, the start of the season to the midpoint, and then I think, you hate to look at a stretch in your schedule and say that was the turning point for your team, but I think the rough week we had there in January, and kind of to play off what Karli said, we had a choice to make. We could feel sorry for ourselves and sit there and wallow in our self-pity, or we could get better. And that was our approach, and it's always to get better, and we want to get 1% better every day, and that's kind of been my charge to the team this week. And we took a look at some things of where we stand currently, and in some statistical categories that we haven't been real happy with, and all related to the defensive end of the floor. So I think we have made some strides. I thought tonight we were gritty, and I thought we played tough, and I thought we defended probably as well as we have all season long. And I told the team after the game, you're going to have games where it doesn't click for you offensively, whether it's our doing or the other teams, and I think tonight was a little bit of both. But if you defend, you will have a chance to win, and we had a chance tonight because of our defense.
Right down to the last shot.
Yeah.
Well-defended shot.
It was, Zakia ended up on her. Leaving that timeout, we were discussing whether we were going to foul or not. We were up 3 with 6 seconds to go. More times than not, we're probably going to elect to foul. I thought the offensive rebound aspect tonight was a little rough for us, and we got called on some box-out fouls. So I was a little uneasy going for the foul, and we're putting a lot of pressure on our defense to get that rebound off a missed free throw. So our decision was to switch screens and hope they didn't have any angles to get a 3 off, and they ended up getting 1 off, and it pretty much went in and then came out, and that rim was very unkind to us against Wayne, and tonight it was the other way.
One last thing, big obstacle obviously Saturday, always a tough team.
Mhm.
It's hard to beat Tech, isn't it? So, let's talk about that challenge. It's always fun matching up.
It is.
Fun matchup.
They're very good, and there's no mistaking that. They're, I think, ranked 16th in the country right now, sitting at first in the North in our league, and second in the conference. They're as good as anybody, and I think they're very talented offensively, and they're very good defensively. It's going to be a tall order for us. But the things that we're trying to accomplish this season and our goals are still within reach, and we're going to have to play like we're playing for something on Saturday. It's a big game for both teams.
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks.